YouTube link was, and I wasn't seeing it. There we go. Hopefully that glitch will have been taken care of. I was looking at my OBS studio, and I was like, "Where's my YouTube link?" And I inadvertently added RPG and Co. Well, I didn't inadvertently. I meant to add both RPG and Co. and mine as well. So it might be a bit delayed on that end. So Exandria, more importantly, Tal'Dorei, and the era that we call the era of restoration. This is a time of the in-between. While the world clatters about dealing with the apogee and the destruction of a particularly nefarious elf, and bolstering once again the idea of Valsalheim's future within Exandria, as the age of divergence comes to an end, the age of restoration begins. It is a time when kingdoms are unsure about themselves. It is a time when even the revelry is unsure about its place within the open seas and the contested waters of Exandria. And to fill this void, and to fill this gap, new pirates, new influencing rogue types on the open sea are now at large. And small towns and small villages along the coastal regions have become their places of both secret operations and their ability to launch opportunity. More importantly, since Tal'Dorei was mostly spared the most recent activity, it would appear that Tal'Dorei itself has become a bit of a haven for these new and rising coastal pirates. Some have declared allegiance to those that maybe can offer the importance of allegiance. Some have not. Some have stayed independent, similar to our young Captain Sable, a drow elf of mysterious origin who sails a great brigantine known as the Leviathan. He has always been prosperous, successful, and he has resisted the call and the urge to avoid falling prey to picking sides, as he says. For the five that wield power along the coastal regions of Tal'Dorei, and these five do wield their power in very unique ways, with the absence of combined navies and the absence of combined resurgence of kingdoms, the seas have become a veritable harvest ground for the new pirates that are now gaining both reason and attention to these open seas. Great fat merchant ships, no longer protected by large navies, take risks and move across the open oceans between the many continents of Exandria in hopes of avoiding these pirates. Sable, however, is an opportunist. He thrives on the idea of rumor, relics, and the wealth of the world. He may not like to share with others, but he knows how to bolster and share with his crew. For crew is the most important thing, for sure. Crew is what keeps the ship moving forward, keeps the cannons firing at the enemy, and allows the crews to go ashore and retrieve the great treasures that he knows are hiding in these towns and villages up the distant coasts of not only Tal'Dorei, but the archipelagos and islands that make up the southern and northern regions of Tal'Dorei. A sense of pride in the Leviathan, for the Leviathan itself offers up unique opportunities for those that crew her. To take a short rest on the Leviathan offers enhancements to that ability. To take a long rest offers enhancements as well. It's said that the sails are magical, the cannons true in accuracy, and that some even say if late at night on watch, you can almost hear the Leviathan attempt to talk to you, whisper to you. A ship that doesn't show its age, and a mystery that is yet to be revealed by Captain Sable himself. Those factions that linger on the Tal'Dorei coast, both in the north and the south, on some of the great archipelagos and smaller islands and mysterious islands that, for some reason, have yet to be charted, mysteriously not quite seen. Sometimes they only appear at night, sometimes always behind the shrouded fog of day. Not always easy to know what is going on. There is the Crimson Reavers, led by Captain Rydan Blood-Eye Morgan. Somehow he has kept his location hidden. The symbol that bears the banner on his ship, called the Blood Tide, a crimson kraken holding a skull in each tentacle. The Tide's Whisper Syndicate, run by Captain Lady Izara the Siren Valor. It is said that she resides in a secret cove near the Shale Step. No one's ever been able to find this cove, but when the Maiden's Call sets its prize on you, some say you never hear it coming and you never hear her leave. The symbol, a flag, a serene siren silhouette over rolling waves. If you see this flag, think twice before approaching it. Then, of course, we have the Iron Chains. Commodore Victor Ironheart Strang. He keeps himself busy amongst a series of atolls called the Wreckjaw, somewhere near the southern peninsula of Tal'Dorei. Here, he hides amongst his islands and atolls in his ship called the Chainbreaker. The symbol, a flag, flies over the ship, broken iron chains wrapped around a saber. We have the Ghostlight Corsairs, captained by Silva Ghostblade Wren. She rides a ship called the Wraith. No one has any idea of where her base of operations are. Normally, a mysterious fog appears. She then comes out of that fog. Some say you're lucky enough to survive. Most tell stories of superstition and almost as if maybe she doesn't actually exist. Her flag, a spectral ship emerging from a mysterious fog. And then finally, the Storm Heralds, led by someone who goes by the name of Admiral Thorin Stormbringer Kael, a very interesting individual. He maintains an operative port called the Stormreach, hidden in some drifting, floating fortress that no one's ever been able to nail down. His ship, the Tempest's Fury, a symbol, lightning crossed tridents beneath a storm cloud. These are the 5 pirate factions that make up this unique situation. For the Age of Restoration may be bringing balance or attempting to bring balance back to those kingdoms, striving to deal with the fact that they no longer are admired by the gods. Pirates, through their own superstition, and through their own understanding of life, deal with the uniqueness of life on the open sea. Whether it's seizing ships, laying waste to villages and towns, and getting what's theirs. The politics of the pirate factions always keep things interesting. While these factions kind of coexist, there is no real agreement. Not even the Revelry has been able to challenge these factions. The Revelry now sits in a kind of distant past of itself, no longer the great power of pirates that were once feared. And many pirates have drifted away because of this. The crackle of lightning in the background, overwhelmed by the sound of the cannon. Explosions ripping through the air. The cannonade going off over and over again. The five of you lean on the banister, facing the direction of the town that is now engulfed in flame and smoke. Captain Sable stands up by the quarterdeck, his eyepiece in hand, as he stares out across the open water, the town that is now on fire. Once again, a final salvo goes off. A barrage of cannon laying waste to the docks and small boats in the small harbor of the town. This town is small by all standards and comparisons, but it is under a heavy fuselage of fire. A feeling that whatever Captain Sable is looking for, he believes it to be here. And he's going to find it. Another salvo of cannon. And then Captain Sable barks out towards the five of you. Disembark in the tender. I want you ashore quickly. The ropes fling over the edge. The tender drops down into the water as the five of you begin to rappel down the height of the boat and into the tender. It wobbles underneath your feet. Captain Sable looks over the edge down at the five of you. Remember, he goes by the name Bishop. It's important that you find him and bring him to me. Dead or alive, I don't care. I have people who can speak to the dead. But you must find him and bring him to me. You feel the tender kind of pull away from the ship as you each grab oars and you pull into the oars, and the tender is now drifting towards the beach of the town. Smoke and flame kind of masking, but the occasional scream and yell can be heard. The fire continues. The salvo after salvo continues until you're about 100 feet from the docks and the shoreline. Nervously, you kind of all look at each other, glancing at the shoreline, glancing back the final salvo of rounds from the Leviathan. And you hear the tender scrape up on to the beach. As each of you look at each other, Bungo, describe what your character looks like.
So Bungo is a halfling, maybe late teenager. Short, obviously, curly brown hair, brown eyes. He dresses like someone threw up color on him. His rule is no two pieces of clothing should be the same color. And yeah, that's him.
Bungo, as you look around and you jump out of the tender, you look back at Zephora. Zephora, describe what you look like.
Oh, God. like right now. She's a very slight young woman, about 5 foot 4 inches tall. Very, very light. You could probably throw her with one hand. Very wiry though. Her looks her to be human. She looks to be a human. She does have gold eyes with black irises. They're kind of wide set. She has a very small, flat nose, and her hair is braided coming down, and her braids are covered with some kind of clay substance. So they're kind of they look like polished clay. And she's basically dressed with like a tie around her bosoms, which aren't very full, and like a loincloth.
Right.
So it's very primitive. She's got some paint and things drawn on her skin. And she carries a couple of primitive-looking daggers. They look to be made of some type of tooth of a large animal, and a blowgun.
As you disembark the tender, you look back at a curious goblin. Slick, describe what you look like.
Slick is a 4 foot tall, classically green goblin, kind of short and fat. He wears he wears these kind of like spectacle goggle type glasses to hide his wide eyes. He's kind of like, if you were to look at him, you don't see a lot of like his body, because a lot of his body is reminiscent of that, like of a hoarder, where he's just got like vials and contraptions and little bits and bobs all over his kind of like part of his armor. So it's kind of like he's just this walking trash can almost. But it's not trash, it's inventions and things of his that he probably doesn't make a lot of sense until he activates it, kind of a deal.
Right.
Being an artificer. And next to him, he has a little small mechanical crab called Sleek, that is his familiar that does day-to-day job things for him. Yeah, that's Mr. Slick.
Nice. With that, you disembark from the tender as well. You look back over at Mordain. Mordain, what do you look like?
Mordain has an elvish appearance, not incredibly tall and very towering over others, but not short. It's a very energetic look, like there's a screw or two loose. It means either he's not all there, or there's more than one thing in there. He's very much likes to show skin, likes to show everything. His clothes are tattered, but well put together.
Mordain, as you disembark and you watch as Bungo, Zephora, Slick, and Sleek kind of make their way up off the beach and onto the docks, the last one to disembark from the tender is Kunlin. Kunlin, describe what you look like.
He's kind of tall, wiry, muscular, darkish skinned, covered in tattoos that seem kind of like weirdly shimmering. And if you look at them, I look back, I look away, I look back, it looks like they changed somehow, but it's kind of hard to tell. Something about his features is constantly kind of like, same effect. Like if you look at his face, you look away, you look back, something shifted, but it's unclear exactly what. There's a goatee, is a staff he's leaning on, he's smoking a pipe, and on his he's wearing like monk's outfit, very minimalist, just like a robe kind of haphazardly wrapped around him. and he has a little gourd that from time to time he opens to take a drink out of. When he opens that, there's like a smell of this like horrible medicinal alcohol. It's like, I don't know if any of you guys have been to Chicago and heard of Malort or tried Malort.
Oh
and
dear
it's,
God!
yeah, it's like this like medicinal alcohol-y substance that like everybody just what is that? But he just like swings it, and he walks with this like kind of like staggering look, as if he's not like all there all the time. So from time to time he just stops and like sharply looks, because if he's like seeing something you're not necessarily seeing, he's definitely in the world of visions of his own.
With that, the tender is secured on the beach. The five of you come off the beach itself and onto the docks. Looking around, the fire, the flame, the smoke kind of engulfing the immediate area. Can't but notice that you see silhouettes of people in the smoke. Finally, you hear a chorus of screams and yells as you see figures begin to emerge from the smoke, holding clubs and weapons in their hands as they begin to charge you. I need everybody to roll for initiative, if you would, please.
Ooh, first roll of the campaign.
Yay!
Don't jinx it.
Don't take that.
Oh my gosh.
You jinxed it. Very much.
Jason, I forget. Are we doing spell slots, or this is?
No, we are not doing spell
Okay.
slots. So we are doing the Shadow Dark rule set
Action
for
points,
spells.
yes.
So if you cast a level 1 spell, you just got to roll a level. You got to roll 11 or higher to successfully cast it. Once it's cast, the target still gets a save if it requires a save, or otherwise, if it's instantaneous, it's instantaneous. All cantrips are 1 AP, and all spells are 2 AP. All other activities are 1 AP. All right.
Jason,
Yes.
how long have we been at sea?
How long have you been at
Sephora.
sea?
Yes.
A while. Why?
Okay.
All right. Let me get this set up.
Oh, Bungo vomited noisily over the side of the skiff as they were pulling into port.
Bungo's got some battle nerves going on.
No, just get seasick.
All right. Let's get everybody organized here. I've got 7, 10, 21. And what'd you get, Sephora?
16, I put it on my list.
16. Yeah, there it is. So Kunlun with that monkish initiative. Exandria is part of Matt Mercer's universe. It is the world of Critical Role, if that makes sense. I was answering Earl Dub's question. Where is Exandria?
What's up, Earl Dub? Thanks for watching, man.
So with that, Kunlun, you are up with the bad guys on deck.
All right, so what are we looking at? Where are the enemy?
So you guys are here, coming up on the docks. Looking around, you can see individuals coming out of smoke and flame, carrying clubs and short swords. Kind of like, and they look very kind of overwhelmed with like smoke covering them, you know, and you can tell that their clothes have been singed. You get the feeling that these are the people that have kind of survived the constant fusillades and salvos of the Leviathan's cannons. And you're the first targets they've seen, so they're staggering out of the smoke and fire, yelling and kind of rushing towards you. You can see groups to your left you can see groups in the middle, and you can see groups off to your right, coming in staggered numbers of 2 and 3.
All right, boys. Looks like we've got some trouble.
Yes.
Oh, boys and girls. Sorry, there's women in here. Sorry. Boys and girls. Sorry, Sephora.
Sorry for what?
What are we looking for again?
The bishop.
Should we fight our way through to where he may be hiding?
Well, I'll let you go first, because I'm a tiny guy, so.
Kunlun just sort of like shrugs his shoulders, like, all right, and just like staggers forward and charges at the first guy in front of him.
All right, I'll put you in base with this guy right here.
As he like runs towards him, he kind of like does like a slides on the ground towards him and like under him, and like tries to grapple him with his feet and with his hands.
Nice. Athletics or acrobatics, if you would, please, for the grapple.
Acrobatics.
I don't know why I rolled.
It's the excitement.
It's exciting.
The first combat.
14.
Right?
It hardly ever happens, honest.
I know.
You hardly ever prematurely rolls.
Oh, shit. The 4 is definitely in the house.
All right, so I rolled 14.
Yeah, definitely beat my 8. So he is currently considered grappled. You have 2 AP left.
So he first thing he does is like he just slams his head into the other guy's head.
Oh,
Like they're both lying on the ground, and
yeah.
and rolls on top of him and just slams his head with his head.
Yeah, go for it. Make an attack roll.
So that would be, I guess.
And I'm going to give you advantage because it's just fucking cool.
Okay.
That was a pretty cool description of how you grappled him. I like it.
So just like how does the let's see. Oh, I don't have flurry of strength. Okay, never mind.
You're a little baby monk.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Remember, we're level 1, baby.
Yeah, we're level 1. Yeah.
Everything hurt.
Everything hurts.
25 to hit.
Ooh, yeah. That not only does that hit, but that's an extra D4 of damage. Go ahead and roll for damage and add an extra D4 to it.
Okay, that's 9 plus 3, 12.
12 points of damage. You feel your forehead come in contact with his as he's grappled, and his forehead literally caves into the interior of his skull, and you watch as his eyes kind of pop out sideways, and he just lets out a breath and just dies right there on the ground.
Baker.
Kunlun looks at others and was like, "Who wants some of that?"
Give me an intimidation.
No, thank you.
check.
Not me. No, that was gross.
Do what?
Give me an
That's wrong,
intimidation check as you yell that out.
That would be 7.
7? You get the feeling they don't quite understand you, whether it's your drunken slur or you're not really sure. But you still have 1 AP left.
Is moving towards that guy an AP?
Yep, that'll be your movement to get into base with him, and that will finish Kunlun's turn. And the bad guys are up. This guy is now in base with you. He is going to take a swing at you. That is going to miss with a +2, so that's going to be a 5. He will then spend 2 AP to try it again. That is going to be a 8. That will miss as well. got 1 AP left. He's going to try it again at disadvantage. 18 and a 7, so that's going to be a 9. He like takes his club out and he's like swinging it down at you multiple times, and you keep doing like you have like your drinking gourd, and you keep dropping it. So every time you drop it, you go to pick it up, and he swings where you were, and then you drop it again, and he swings where. So like you're trying to get another drink out of your gourd, but he keeps missing each time that you're going for it. This guy is going to pull out his small pistol and take a shot at Kunlun. That is going to miss. Going to then move into base and pull out his club. Spend 2 final AP with advantage. That is going to be a natural 20.
Ouch.
So that's going to be a max crit of 6 points of damage plus
Critical roll.
4. That's 10 points of bludgeoning damage to Kunlun.
Kunlun like goes, "Oh, I spilled my drink," and then he just out.
Is he unconscious?
Yep.
Okay. Kunlun.
I forgot that they only have like 10 points. I don't know why. I'm not level 20 anymore.
This guy is going to use 2 AP to move behind the tree. Let's see. I'm going to lock that in place. This guy's going to use 3 AP to get up to this tree. This guy's going to use 2 AP, and then he's going to pull out his pistol and take a shot with advantage at... Let's take a shot at Zephora. That is a 9 and a 6. That is going to definitely... 9 plus 2 is 11. Does that hit?
No.
Okay, I'll miss Zephora. These guys are all going to use all 4 of their AP to get up and close. That is going to finish... Oh, there's one more. He's going to get up and close as well. That'll finish the adversary or the bad guy's turn. Sorry, I was doing some Daggerheart reference there. Zephora, you are up with Bungo on deck. And you see Kunlun like grunts and collapses unconscious onto the ground.
All right.
I don't have a mini from you yet, Zephora, so I just picked a random one for now.
You have one from the last game I had. I had to make a figure.
Do I? Hold on. Let me double check. Under Z.
Hit points were not showing up, so I took a long rest, and that seemed to fix it.
Fixed it. I don't have one. Gotta reset. If you still have an active link in Hero Forge for that, send it to me.
Load it. Okay.
Yeah, send. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it now, but just when you get a chance.
Okay, move me within. Move me up to where the monk's at.
Okay. 5, 10, 50. What's your movement?
Movement. 30 foot.
It's going to cost you 2 AP to get in base with them.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So 2 AP left.
Yeah, I'm going to use Charm Person on that guy.
Nice. Wisdom save, correct?
Yeah, so I'm going to roll.
You got to roll to cast.
Roll to cast.
There it is. First time. First time with the Shadow Dark rules. Ivar's been bugging me for a while for the...
I got it.
All right, so the spell goes off. Now I got to put in a Wisdom save. That is going to be a 10 minus 1 is a 9 for the Wisdom save.
It'll fail.
Okay. So he is now...
You get to use modifiers when you cast a spell for that initial roll, success or failure?
No, it's a baseline DC 10, and then you add the level of the spell that you're casting. And you add the modifier for your class's spell casting, or you add your spell casting modifier to it as well.
Spell attack or just modifier?
Just the modifier.
Okay. Thank you.
The spell attack modifier helps set the DC. The spell modifier just represents your affinity for spellcasting.
Got it.
Okay, so he's charmed, right?
And that's a spell, correct?
Yeah, that's the charm person spell.
Okay, that will finish your turn. This guy is now charmed. That will
Star
finish
Trek's motion picture. I'm seeing Ilea as
right?
unit will comply.
Well, luckily all the other minis are kind of pretty unique looking, so I just grabbed like a colorful female mini for him to use for tonight. All right, Bungo, you are up with Mordain on deck.
I am looking for a clump of people to entangle.
These three, maybe?
Sure.
Okay.
And do I just roll a d20?
Yep, you gotta roll to cast.
$11 plus 3, 14.
Yep, you're good.
And that would be entangle.
You still have 2 AP left. I believe, what's the effect of entangle again?
I have to concentrate on it. Grasping plants, 20-foot square. Restrained until the spell ends. Strength or athletics check against my spell safety.
I believe it's difficult terrain, correct? They move through it?
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Their speed is slowed. Love that spell. Love it. You still have 2 AP left.
I will Starry Wisp one of the folks straight ahead of us.
Okay. A Starry Wisp is a spell or cantrip?
It is a cantrip.
Yep. Cantrips you do not have to roll to cast.
Okie
Oh,
19 to hit.
19 will definitely hit. Roll for damage.
7 radiant.
7 radiant damage. He is staggered and restrained. He kind of stumbles into the ivy. He is looking very rough.
Oh, I was aiming at one of the ones that was not entangled.
Gotcha. Let me put on my spotlight so I can remember that. So this one right here in front of you?
Yep.
So he'll still be staggered and look very rough.
And if I cast it again, it's at a disadvantage, right?
Yes, because it's a ranged spell attack. Yep. Or you could pick a different target and roll regular.
Oh, different target then. The
Okay.
one right behind him to the right.
Yep. Go for it.
okay. I just sent you my Hero Forge.
Jeez.
Natural 20.
Nice. Max
Hey.
crit.
So
Go ahead
that's-
and max the die roll and then roll it again.
We're gonna have a critical hit
So
table.
2d8 is
D100?
16.
I think that was the
16
potions, wasn't
plus 5. 21.
21. What does your Starry
16,
Wisp look
5,
like? What?
20.
Yeah, what does your Starry Wisp look like?
Like a little fairy trail of like fairy dust sprinkles, like just sparks. Oh, here I'll show you the spider.
Very, very Sailor Moon.
Very Sailor Moon. Well, the best part is like you guys are watching as the Starry Wisp kind of spider goes like flitting in that direction, and when it lands, it lands on the face of the guy running towards the docks, and when the spider lands on the face,
It's not a spider, but that's the little balls
that's the
coming out
physical
the spider.
effect, yeah, like the wispy effect of it. The energy kind of just clings onto the face of the folk that was coming towards you, and his head just explodes. And when the head explodes, it's just a little bit of a serrated like neckline left, and there's all these sparkles that kind of drift as he collapses dead to the ground.
Yikes!
Well done there, Bingo.
Wow, his head popped like a gourd.
Yeah, pretty funny, huh?
I'm glad I wasn't close.
You still have 1 AP left, Bungo.
No, that was both. I cast a spell and 2 cantrips.
Oh, that's right. You did 2 cantrips. That's 4 AP. That will finish your turn. Mordain, you are up with Slick on deck.
Okay. I will. The Marauders right in front of us.
Okay.
I will cast. For myself. Okay, so I can't do that. I will just do Eldritch. Kind of. Cantrips are 1 action, right?
Cantrips are 1 action, correct.
Okay, so kind of like mimicking, kind of like being a pirate guy. Do 1 Eldritch Blast, 1 Firebolt, 1 Eldritch Blast, 1 Firebolt.
I mean, technically, you've got 4 targets in front of you. You could hit each target once if you wanted to.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Almost like you're doing like spell shooters, cackling the whole time.
Okay, so the 2 Eldritch Blasts hits for 24 and hits for 18.
The first one will hit for 24 on this one. Go ahead and roll for damage with an extra D4 of damage.
Why is that?
That is 6 damage for the first one.
Nice. He will drop dead. There's a hole in his chest, and as he blasts backwards.
The other hit for 18.
That one will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
There we go. 4. 8, 4 force damage for whatever the D4 is.
Nice.
Okay, and then the 2 firebolts.
Yeah, go for it.
That is an 8 to hit. Ooh, and a natural 20.
The 8 will obviously miss, but the natural 20 will hit for max crit.
So that is 10, and then I roll again.
Yeah, so you do max, and then you roll the die.
Okay. 7. That is 19 to hit.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Blasting a hole in his gut, he just crumples over into the vine. I feel like you're channeling the Joker. All right, that'll finish Mordain's turn. Slick, you are up. Then we'll be at the top of the second round with Kunlin's first death save on deck.
Sorry, we're first level. We don't have any healing potions.
Did you say the guys that are entangled? Did you say they're grappled or restrained?
They're restrained.
They're restrained.
Currently, they're restrained. Yes.
Okay. I don't need to do that guy then.
You've got the 2 to your left. You got 2 in the middle, although Zephora seems to have successfully charmed one of them. And there's 2 seeking cover by the trees to your right.
I think I'll go to the one that is. So is there one still by Kunlun?
Yes, there's one that's charmed and one standing over him.
I'm gonna making my way to the one by Kunlun.
Making my way
Okay.
down.
He's pretty far. What's your movement?
30.
It's going to take you 2 AP to get there. 1 AP gets you halfway there.
Okay. No, I have to be within touch range for this.
Okay. So 2 AP gets you in base with him.
And then I'm gonna quickly cast snare. So he takes out. He has this little like contraption on his arm that kind of like opens up, and then this net of rope comes out, and it's gonna like try and flip him upside down. If this works.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Is it a gotta roll to cast, and then I need to make a deck save, right?
Yes. So I need 11, right? I got
Yep.
7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I got exactly 11. Hey!
Dex is a 17 minus 2. Is
You know
a 15.
what? I don't accept that. I don't accept that. He succeeds. Fine. Then that's I can't do anything now.
Well, snare is a cantrip or a spell?
It's a spell.
Yeah, so that will 2 AP to get there and 2 AP to cast. That will finish your turn. Back to the top of the second round. Kunlun, give us our first, session 1, already with the death saves. Give us our first death save of the new campaign.
Real too zesty running in there, buddy.
Yeah.
Now,
What'd you get?
If you
That is 1 failure.
Better than
you
2.
have a NPC in the background, just in case.
All right. The bad guys are up with Sephora on deck. He's actually going to pivot around and get into base with Slick. He's going to spend 2 AP to take an attack at you, Slick, giving him advantage. That is an 8 and a 13. 13 plus 2 is 15.
Meets a pizza.
That is going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
You know we're level 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, where's these guys coming from, man? Oh, there goes our monk.
Well, you guys have been pretty much one-shotting them, so I really don't want to hear it.
That's good. That's fair. That's fair.
He will then take a shot at Sephora. That is going to be a 5. That will miss. I'll finish that guy's turn. He is charmed. Does he get a chance to save at the end of his turn, Sephora?
No, he's charmed for an hour.
Gotcha. Okay. And that means you're concentrating, correct?
No, I don't think it's concentrating.
Double check that for me. Check
Really
that
don't-
duration.
Of course, it doesn't say anything on here. I hate the jibber jabber they put on these.
Jibber jabber. Jibber jabber.
They do. They
I
put
missed the impromptu commentary from Ivar.
it is jibber jabber, dude.
For spells,
It was
do I
charm.
still need
It's charm
prepare,
person,
or do I
right?
just get to
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
out of my
I'm just trying
arsenal?
to find it here.
No, it's duration up to an hour.
Yeah.
One human target has charmed condition.
Only when the spell ends.
Yeah, only when the spell ends. You are absolutely correct. Well done.
Yeah.
So that does not require concentration. I'm thinking of hold person. That's why. So he can do nothing. This guy, these two guys are going to take out their crossbows and take shots. They're going to take shots at Mordain. So the first guy's going to spend 2 AP with advantage.
Not more
That
than
is-
tentacled.
That is going to miss. And then spend his final 2 AP for a regular shot. That's going to miss as well. Bungo, you have 2 shots coming at you, or first shot coming from one of the guys. That is going to be a 15 to hit. On you, Bungo?
Armor class is, well, I'm
Well,
assuming I'm wearing leather. I didn't add it.
You better add it. Make sure your armor class is, you should be wearing your armor. Just saying.
Yep.
Come on, guys. It really
Yep.
counts. in the
Typical
first round.
pirate. Typical pirates. We're never ready for anything. Fly by the seat of our pants.
Well, currently Bungo has no pants.
Right.
I just want leather armor. I don't want weird leather armor. Armor class 11.
Okay. That's going to be 3 points of piercing damage. 2 AP for regular shot. That is going to be a 7 to hit. That's going to miss. These guys who are currently restrained by you, Bungo, they need to make saves to get out of there.
Strength saving throw. Take an action to make a strength saving throw against my spell save DC.
First guy got a natural 20, so he will
he's
be able to
boost.
move out of there. So he's got 3 AP left. He's going to spend an AP to get in base with Mordain. And then he's going to spend 2 AP to strike at him with a club with advantage. That is going to be a 13 to hit Mordain. I love how everyone's like looking at their character sheets for the
That's
first
you,
time.
Michael.
That's you, Michael. Mordain.
Yeah. How much to hit again?
It was a 13 to hit.
Damn. Okay.
Meets it, beats it.
It beats it.
That is going to be 3 points of bludgeoning damage. The other guy's going to try to break out of the vines. God, I just rolled another natural 20. I'm liking this dice. He'll break out, and he'll get in base with Bungo. Then spend his final 2 AP with an attack with advantage. 7 plus 2 is a 9. I think that's going to miss because your armor class is 11.
Yarp.
And I think that is everyone who can go. That will finish the bad guy's turn. Zephora, you are up with Bungo on deck.
I will take one of my dice or my, actions, and I will bind wounds on the monk.
Give me a medicine check as you try to stabilize Kunlun.
Medicine. You're dead, buddy. Yeah, I rolled an 8.
Stu.
I rolled an 8. So
Yeah, unfortunately, his wounds are worse than you thought, and you are unable to stabilize him.
okay.
Still have 3 AP left.
All right. The charmed one. I go, my lord, will you please take me to Bishop?
He kind of looks at you strangely. Bishop? I don't know no Bishop. Is he a friend of ours?
He might be. I don't know.
I guess he could be over at the chapel. Sure. And he just kind of starts walking away, expecting you to follow him as he's like walking towards the chapel.
Okay, I'll follow him.
Yeah, I'll use his reaction to do that. 1 AP. You still have 2 AP left. as you're
Well,
following
before
him.
I do it, can I try to bind his wounds again?
Sure, go for it.
Fucking me. See what you're doing, monk? Fucking use my goddamn AP. Finally, something good. 17, 18. So a 19.
19. You manage to stabilize Kunlun. He is still unconscious, but no longer having to make death saves.
Okay, I'll use the last 2 of my AP to follow this dude to Bishop.
Okay.
Did she say Bishop or get the Bishop?
He
It's
said
called
get
Bishop.
the bishop.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I thought I didn't hear the.
I didn't hear
I
that.
didn't hear the either.
Yeah. All right, that'll finish the forest turn. Bungo, you
So-
are up.
For spells,
Mhm.
can I just cast anything I know, or do I need to still prepare them?
They have to be prepared. Technically,
Okay.
they don't. We don't use spell slots anymore, but technically,
Yeah.
spells have to be prepared.
Got it. Okay. Is there still anybody entangled?
No.
Okay, I dropped the entangle.
Okay. So you're no longer concentrating on that.
I'll blast. I'll starry wisp the guy in my face.
Okay.
Oh, natural 1, but I get to re-roll it.
Yes, you do. You are a halfling.
15.
15 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
4.
4 points of damage. He looks pretty rough.
I would run away if I were you.
He is genuinely perplexed by you saying that.
I'll bare my teeth and look like I'm going to bite his dick off. Ah!
Give me an intimidation check. We'll see if he runs.
14.
You know what? I'm going to have him make a wisdom save. He genuinely believes you, so he's going to use his reaction to run away.
How hurt is Moradin looking?
I don't know. How hurt is Moradin looking?
He's hurt, but not close to being on the ground. But as anything can kill this, one bad thing can have that happen. So,
You got this guy, or should I go take care of Kunlun?
take care of Kunlun.
Okay. I will run over to Kunlun. I have 25 feet.
Yeah, how many AP you got left? 2 or 3?
I only shot the...
Yeah, you
well,
got 3 left. So you're 25 feet. So 10, 15, 20. 25 gets you right about there. So I have 2 AP left.
And what's
Kunlun's
in
right
front-
there.
And what's next to Kunlun? Slick?
Slick is currently next to Kunlun as well. And you watch as Zephora is following this guy who's taking him towards this building over here.
Okay, I will run the rest of my movement. Wait a minute, it takes 2 to run, right?
Well, no, it's just it took you 1 AP to move 25 feet.
And take another
So if
AP.
you want to move another 25 feet, you got to spend another AP.
That's what I do.
And you've got 1 AP left.
And he's already stable, right?
He is currently not dying, but still unconscious.
Okay, and then I'll starry wisp the guy in front of Slick.
Go for it.
14.
14 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
1. Do I get to reroll a 1?
Not on damage.
Okay.
All right,
Pew!
that'll finish your turn. Mordain, you are up with Slick on deck.
Calling you Moradin? I'm sorry.
I think it's Mordain. It's Mordain. Mordain. You're mute,
Yeah,
by the way, if
Mordain.
you're talking, Michael.
Mordain.
Mordain.
You're not Creed. No more performance rolls.
I'm a warlock, just charisma based.
Creed is currently the ruler of Baldur's Gate.
Right?
It's going downhill already.
He's just gonna after getting hit, he's just grabs the guy's face and casts Arms of Hadar.
Nice.
Ooh, 7.
Go ahead and make your casting roll. It's a spell, correct?
Yes. So it's the first time doing a spell for me. It's just I roll because it's a level 1. I need to beat 11.
Yep, you need to roll 11 or higher to successfully cast.
And it's the D20 plus what?
Your spell modifier.
Spell modifier.
Hmm.
That is a 21.
Nice. Spell goes off.
That's a strength
What do I need to... What's my save?
13.
Yeah. What is it, though? Con, Dex?
Strength.
Strength. Good choice. That is going to be a 3 plus 0 is a 3.
That is 10 necrotic damage.
You just watch as these tentacles come rupturing out of the ground.
Mhm.
They wrap around this guy, and then they begin to flay him. They like peel his skin off at first, and then detach the muscles, and like just crush the skeleton into this darkened circle in the ground. And there's this like Joker's laughter that kind of booms out from the tentacles. And then they go away.
Jeez.
Still have 2 AP left. This guy is going.
I will.
I wish the Fora could have sung that. She would have become aroused.
No.
Okay, so what enemies are in my range?
There's one guy that's running away because Bungo threatened to bite his phalanx off. You could see Zephora is following this guy towards this building. There's still a very rough-looking guy. He's barely on his feet in front of Slick. And then there's 2 people under cover behind the trees.
Okay, the guy that's running away, I want to try and shoot him in his ankle to kind of stop him from getting away.
Okay, go for it.
That is a D20. Eldritch Blast. That's an 8 to hit. I'm going to shoot another Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
That is a 21.
That second Eldritch Blast, if you want to avoid the disadvantage, you have to...
oh, that's right, because it's against the same guy.
Correct. So, but to avoid that, you could spend 2 AP and then take that 21 to hit.
But I did spell, and then this is my 4th one.
So spell,
2.
and then so it's cantrip at disadvantage. So yeah, you got to roll another D20 and against that 21 and see if you could still hit him.
Hit somebody else.
That is 10 to hit.
10 to hit. And he's like running, and you're like pew pew. Like there's like gouts of magical dust like at his feet as he's like he's like running away. Unfortunately, you do not hit. That will finish Mordane's turn. Slick, you are up. We'll be at the top of the 3rd round with Kunlun no longer needing death saves, but he's still unconscious.
So the whole rope thing didn't work.
Our contraption.
He like takes a hit, and then as he falls back, he like grabs his rope again to try to like put it into his, to reset it or whatever. And as he's resetting, it says,
Maybe it doesn't work.
he takes his other arm, and another little cannon comes out, or a little thing on his wrist opens up, and he shoots out behind him a globule of this white liquid. And then when it lands, it splatters into grease. I want you guys.
Nice.
Hey, Slick, you sound like you're doing the land speed record and we're talking to you on a microphone.
I think your microphone is out.
Up to 300 miles an hour.
I mean, I'm Minnesotan, so when Midwestern, we talk really fast. So
Nah, it's your microphone doing that chattering thing again.
Oh, is it thing? I mean,
yeah.
Well, you can blame my internet for that. So you can call.
Probably.
Tell
Yeah.
them to do
The
something.
term is called roboting.
Just tell me Slick the robotic.
Which kind of jibes with your character, so it works.
Cool. Awesome. 14 plus 3 is past 11, so that works.
Yep. Spell goes off. Dex save for me.
Yes, sir.
That is going to be a 9 plus 2 is 11.
Ooh, he's a 13. So he is prone.
He is now prone.
I fell on my base.
Finally, my ingenuity pays off.
I think you have 1 or 2 AP left, right?
Yes, I'm gonna take my dagger out and just start stabbing him.
Yep, you have advantage
I love it.
because he is prone.
Murder hobos, murder hobos. No one will survive this village.
Woo! Not 20.
This is the village of
Nice. Max crit. Max out your damage and roll the dice again.
Is this the village of Hamlet?
So it was a 24. Does that add any of the heavy or extra the D4 thing or whatever?
Initiative League. What's going on, man?
Who was that?
What do you call that? Double, not a double crit.
Max crit.
Max crit.
Yep.
But was it
So
was it above the threshold for extra damage?
No, because we always the max crit always
Max.
preempts the D4
Got it.
Max plus the roll plus all your
Oh, what am I
plus your
doing?
modifier.
I'm talking.
mod.
So I need a D4. D4.
Why did I get to see that?
6.
But none, they don't stay.
So that's gonna be 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing. You just bring the dagger like down into his chest. The sternum kind of caves in, and he just lets out a gasp of dying breath.
He's gonna take a little vial and pick up some of the viscous blood just to kind of analyze it for later and put it back on his belt.
Save that for later.
It's so weird.
And Coolin's, I don't have any healing stuff yet.
You could attempt the medicine check to bring him to 1 hit point.
I'm gonna get him.
Okay, Bungo's
got
right
this.
behind you.
You gonna do
Yeah,
it?
like
got this.
Bungo's
I'm
right
just-
behind you. Going, don't worry, I got him. Everything's fine.
Okay. I have
You have 1 AP
Other-
left.
AP left.
Yeah.
I'm going to the one that your spotlight is right by. I'm going to cast a cantrip firebolt.
Okay,
Now cantrips we don't have to roll to see if they go off, right?
correct.
Okay.
Cantrips you never have to spell cast.
Awesome. So that is going to be a 18 plus 5.
It'll definitely hit with an extra D4 of damage as well.
Sweet. That's a D10. 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna be 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. It staggers him, but he's still on his feet, looking a little bit rough. That will finish your turn. Top of the 4th round, I believe. Top of the 4th round. Kunlun, you are still unconscious, but no longer having to make death saves, as Zephora was able to stabilize you. The bad guys are now up. This one is confused, so he is going to spend an AP to come up here. And when he does, he takes his club and like smacks the guy in the forehead. Goes,
Does
"What are
he
you
know
doing?"
he's armed? Does he know he's armed?
What he doesn't know, he just wants to know what the hell he's doing. So like
Oh, okay.
he just like kind of smacks him on the forehead to get his attention, which is enough to do 1 point of damage. He suddenly, his eyes are kind of like teary-eyed and he's looking around, stares at Zephora, and both these guys are going to turn their attention towards you, Zephora, as he is no longer charmed, but
Zephora,
you
you
did
should
take a point.
Should be leaning in a kiss, being like you're gonna kiss him.
What happened? Why is he not charmed anymore?
Because this guy smacked him over the head.
That doesn't mean do anything.
Yeah, it does a point of damage. If he takes damage, he's no longer charmed.
That doesn't say that. If I do damage to him,
Oh, please tell me. Oh, that's 2024. You might be right. Hold on.
You or your allies. So if I were to do damage or he does damage,
Yeah, it makes
It
sense. It doesn't really snap
Yeah.
him out.
Actually, doesn't say in the new 2024 rule for charm person.
so on a failed save, the target has a charm condition until the spell ends or until you or your allies damage it. He's friendly to you. When the spell ends, the target knows he was charmed.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to keep him charmed then, because you're right. That does not specifically say that undoes it.
okay.
So the other guy's like, "Hey, buddy, what do you mean? There's nothing wrong. Everything's all right."
Quit hitting me!
But he is going to lash out at Zephora, confused. So he's got 2 AP left. He's going to take a swing. That's going to miss. And then he's going to take a second swing at disadvantage. That is going to miss as well. This guy's going to pull out his crossbow and aim it at Slick. Slick, you got a shot coming at you. That is definitely going to miss. Bungo, there's one coming at you. That's going to miss. And then Moradane, there's going to be one coming at you. That is going... Jeez, I can't roll over a 7. And then Slick, his final shot coming at you. I just rolled another 6 plus 2 is an 8. All 4 of his shots miss. This guy's going to realize that Bungo's right there, and he's going to kind of pivot and turn away and run back towards Moradane. 2 AP to get in the base with Moradane. And then he's going to take 2 AP to take advantage. That is a 6 and a 12. 12 plus 2 is 14 to hit. That is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage on you, Moradane. That will finish the bad guy's turn. Zephora, you are up with Bungo on deck.
Okay. Okay. What did he attack me with?
They're using clubs.
Okay.
Cudgels.
I will pull out my 2 knives and attack him.
Go for it.
I have the nick advantage on my dagger, so that means I can make another attack with a light weapon, which is my other dagger.
Correct. As long as you hit.
And it's part of the action instead of using my bonus action. Okay, so...
but we don't use bonus actions, so it merely just doesn't cost you another action to use it.
Yeah, okay. 14... Yeah, 18.
18 will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right, so...
You get an extra D4 of damage. Their armor class is a 13.
Okay. So... Just add one. Oh, no, because there's 2 separate. Yeah, I still got to roll the hit on 1.
On the nick.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my first attack then. All right. So
correct.
2. Where does it have it on there? So where's it? So those for 2. Okay, so that is right then. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Fine. So 7 hit points of damage.
Yeah, he is staggered. Go ahead and make your nick attack.
All right, so it's going to be a 14.
14 will still hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
1. So 6 hit points.
6 on top of the 7. That's enough. The blade is in his gut. As you pull the blade out, he collapses dead onto the ground.
And then pull him out at the same time and watch him drop. And then I turn to him and I go, "Shall we continue to go see the bishop?"
Of course, that man was very rude. Let's go.
He tried to hit me.
Spend the rest of your move to go inside. I'll take the 2 of you inside. Finish your turn. Bungo, you are up with Moradane on deck.
Cure wounds on Kunlun.
Still got to roll your casting ability.
7, 8, 9, 10. Level 1.
You need 11 or higher to successfully cast. I need you to roll a D100 if you would, please.
Oh, neat.
Here we go.
58.
Oh my
How
goodness.
middle of the road.
How like 4 away from like about as middle as you can. All right. 58. Oh, that is the wrong one. Where are you? There we go. That's the right one. 58. 54. 54 or 58?
8.
58.
Do I get to add my modifier to it?
No.
Okay.
As you attempt to heal Kunlun, Slick, you now see a small wedge of cheese on the ground at your feet.
Oh, I grab it.
Okay. It's Bungo.
Oh, it's Bungo?
Yeah, he turned into a small wedge of cheese.
I was almost gonna eat it.
I am a cheese.
You are a small wedge of cheese until the end of your next turn.
Oh, fascinating. I think I'll just put you in my pocket here to keep you safe.
Yeah, you just plop him in your pocket. That'll finish Bungo's turn. Mordane, you are up with Slick on deck.
Okay. Is that another guy that came right up to me?
Yeah, he's now on base with you. Yeah, it's the one that clubbed
Do
you.
the tentacles again.
Tentacles.
Tentacles.
Cheese.
You won't learn from your friend. What hope do you have? And I cast Arms of Vidar again.
Go ahead and roll the cast.
That dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will do it. God, I love this so much better than spell slots. This is so much better. That is going to be a 12 for a strength save.
It is a 13 to save.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Does the D4 apply to this as well?
No, it does not because it's a save.
Okay, that is 5 necrotic damage.
5 necrotic damage. That'll definitely stagger him. He is barely on his feet. You've got 2 AP left.
And with that, they can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Nice.
I
mean, technically, you can cast it again if you'd like.
I'm not going to cast it again. I'm going to do Eldritch Blast.
Go for
As
it.
all the tentacles are kind of going down.
Yeah, like as they like form up around him, then start recoiling down into the ground.
That is a 17 to hit.
That'll definitely hit. Not enough for an extra D4, but definitely hits.
That is 8 force damage.
8 force damage. As the tentacles are kind of like retreating down and his like skin goes all necrotic, you kind of like do an Iron Man pose where you kind of bring your hands together, and the Eldritch Blast comes out, slams into his chest, knocking him onto the ground and dead. I believe you have 1 AP left.
I do. I am going to. Is there other enemy standing?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yep, there's one more hiding behind the tree right there.
Okay. Can I see him?
No, he's under full cover.
Okay. Then I want to prep a reaction, which can kind of happen whatever, but I can't do anything, so in cackling frustrating energy, I'm going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at the boxes to the right.
At these boxes?
Yep.
Okay. Boxes get splintered and kind of spout up into the air.
Where are you?
That'll finish your turn. Slick, you are up so far. There's just this one guy left over here by the tree. Crossbow in hand, he's frantically trying to reload it and get ready to shoot again.
So, Bango, do you want me to throw you closer to the enemy or closer to the chapel for when you pop back to your normal self?
Are you asking the player or the cheese?
I'm asking.
The player.
I'm sure the cheese can't respond, so I'm gonna ask the player.
No, he's a bunch of cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, just toss me wherever. Put me on Kunlin's chest so I
He's
can.
back on his base.
Yeah.
Kunlin, the cheese-eating monk. No!
It's literally a form of Pokemon. I
Knowing-
choose
Knowing how Alex plays his characters, he probably would do that. so.
Yeah, he would. He'd totally like wake up from his unconscious condition, like eat a wedge of cheese.
Oh, thank you. High five.
Why not wake up in a smelly pink dungeon?
So bad.
So I'm gonna take the cheese back out and be like, put him on top of Kulin's chest.
Are you gonna just take a bite, see what it tastes like? You know it looks delicious.
Oh my gosh! Then I'm gonna take.
I almost want to make him make like a charisma save to see if he can actually resist the temptation. Just take a nibble, a little bite of cheese.
He comes back. He doesn't have like a hand.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's out of my hands. I think it's out of my hands. I put it on the chest. I'm not responsible for it anymore.
out of your hands.
Smell your fingers and go.
and I'll say it's a free action for you to set the wedge of cheese on Kunlin's chest.
Okay. Then he's gonna turn and he's gonna funnel with his little flamethrower and he's gonna firebolt again. See if he
Go for it.
firebolts. 8, 9, 10. Right on the dot. 11.
Nice. Cast goes off.
All right, so that's gonna be another 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Ooh.
13 to hit.
13 will definitely hit.
Okay,
That is their armor class.
10, 6, 7. 2 points of fire damage.
Oof. He's still on his feet, but that one staggered him.
Okay, and then you see from his boot, he clicks his boot real quick, and then a little contraption goes, and then a gun fires a ray of frost at him.
Nice. Did you just get smart, your boot?
Yes.
Like the steel toe opens and a ray of frost comes out.
13 plus 3. 13 is gonna be enough. So that's
Is it a cantrip?
so that goes off.
Okay. Yep.
Oh wait, we don't have
13.
to. I don't have to roll for it because he's
You don't have to roll
cantrip.
cantrips, but that can count as your attack roll. So that would, or is it a save for me?
So 13 plus 5 then to hit.
18 will hit with an extra D4 of damage. Go for it.
All right.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
8. That is 2 and 2 is 4 points of frost damage or cold damage.
He literally has 2 hit points left, but he is bloodied. He is bloodied.
Well, in that case, ooh. Do I risk it? I'm feeling risky.
Because you still have 2 AP left, right?
Yeah, so I have 2 AP. So I'm gonna do a pistol. So he's gonna go one with his little flamethrower, kick his boot, fire that off, and then with his other one, he's gonna take his other hand and fire off with a pistol.
Go for it. Disadvantage.
With advantage?
Disadvantage. You can spend 2 AP and make it a regular roll.
I think I'll do that. I'll
Okay,
spend my last
yeah.
2, and then we'll do that.
Yep, go for it.
14 on both of them.
That is it's one regular roll. It's not with advantage. It's just one roll. You spend 2 AP to make a regular roll.
Why was that disadvantaged for something?
Well, yeah, because they were concurrent range shots.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So
regular
you
14.
spent 2 AP. Yeah, so 14 will still hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
D10. 3 plus 2 is 5.
That will take him out as the pistol shot catches him in the chest, and he will drop dead to the ground, which will take us out of initiative.
Nice.
Gets out of initiative. The sounds of battle kind of fall away, and all around you is the crackle and sound of fire and smoke. As far as you can tell, Zephora has gone inside one of the larger buildings nearby with one of the charmed guards at the same time.
Is Kunlun awake?
Bodies. He's just picking up like little bits and bobs.
Once I uncheese, I will cure like
Yeah, once I uncheese.
So Kunlun wakes up, right?
Bungo has to heal you first.
I'm just gonna pop out of the cheese farm and then heal you. So I'm not wasting my superior potion of healing on this.
Okay, that's better. 20, not natural.
Nice.
Nice.
And 17 hit points back.
Okay. Kunlun, you are now awake. You get 17 hit points back.
Oh, I had a terrible dream.
I dreamt that there was a wedge of cheese on my chest.
Kunlun goes to one of the fallen guards, and like somebody who has like about the same physique as him,
Okay.
and takes off his clothes, and then he changes into them. He like quickly disrobes and changes into the.
Hey, I
guard.
don't know what's going on, but I'm in.
And then he goes follows towards Zephora towards Zephora one.
Okay.
And surreptitiously, Bungo's going to run around and spare the dying on all of the corpses.
Interesting. Okay.
And then he'll go inside the building.
What does it do? Prevent them from being undead?
It makes it so they can be rezzed or healed.
Oh, nice.
Before they come to
We got a goody
consciousness.
two shoes in the bunch here.
No, before they come to consciousness, I'm gonna counteract this. Before they come to consciousness, though, can I quickly loot them and?
Yeah, give me an investigation
Oh.
check as you kind of rifle through some of the bodies.
Okay.
And I'll say, Kunlun, give me an investigation as well, because you undressed the one. We'll see if you find anything.
I got a 14.
13.
Nice. 13.
His dirty underwear.
He had 3 silver in his pocket, carrying a very simple club, a dagger, and a crossbow on his person, with about 10 shots left on the crossbow. Slick, you find pretty much the same thing. These guys are all... you don't get the feeling that these guys feel like militia or
They're
people...
the B team.
Yeah, these feel like people who were just kind of taking it upon themselves to defend Regal, the name of the town, which is Regal. You get the feeling that they were just they were nearby, the town was being attacked, and they just kind of leapt into defending the town. They don't feel like guards. They don't feel like people that are all that impressive. Their equipment is very simple. They're all wearing very simple leather, like little leather half pieces on top, and carrying very kind of like simple and crude weaponry, clubs and kind of rusted crossbows and okay daggers and short swords on their like kind of on their hip.
Okay.
Mordain, what are you doing? You can see Slick is recovering items from the body. You saw Kunlun follow Zephora into the nearby building. Bungo is kind of going from corpse to corpse and muttering something under his breath. You're not sure what Bungo's doing. Maybe he's using it as a cover for stealing. Who knows? What would you like to do, Mordain? I feel like Michael Still's not used to his character's name
No,
yet.
still not used to this.
Well, I mean, he played Creed for almost over 2 years.
That's why
I
we're
get it.
first
I
level.
get it. So our first levels, we get used to our new characters. You're very, very accurate.
Oh yeah. I will. I want to look around the bodies and kind of like understand why we're here in this land, and figure out like what we're gonna do.
Give me a perception check as you glance around the town.
That is a 9.
A 9. There's nothing exceptional about this town. It's almost as if you're in a small fishing community with a handful of large buildings and very kind of simple domiciles that are now kind of all engulfed in flame from the attack. The dominant structure appears to be the structure that both Kunlun and Zephora had gone into, which kind of almost looked like a chapel, maybe a temple, a religious adornment for sure. There's nothing else really all that fancy here. In fact, you're not really sure why Sable is taking an interest in this village. There's not much to loot. There's not much here. It almost feels like you're just kind of taking on a very kind of simple community of common folk to a certain degree. And while you're not being attacked, you can see scattered silhouettes of people fleeing through the smoke, fleeing away from the fire. Zephora, you are inside the small stone and wood temple with the charmed militiaman. He seems kind of like he just has this very passive kind of simple look on his face. And as the two of you stand on the inside of the chapel, you hear the door open behind you, and in comes Kunlun, freshly kind of healed and revived from his unconscious state. The two of you are looking around, and you watch as the militia guard goes, "Oh yeah, there it is right there." And he points at a painting on the wall that says "The Bishop." And it's a painting of this very kind of regal, severe looking individual in like a strange hat. He's got this charm on, and he's kind of part of the backdrop of the chapel. There's furniture everywhere. There's people hiding here, but they're specifically avoiding you and Kunlun. They're confused by the behavior of the militia guard. There's people hiding under tables and under chairs. The pews are all kind of misaligned and kind of toppled over from people running into the chapel. There's a simple wooden altar up at the front. This seems to be kind of trying to be a dedication to the Stormlord, but it's very run down and dilapidated. You're not really sure if there's much religious activity going on in this structure by any stretch of the imagination. But the guard just kind of walks over, once again points at the picture again of the painting. This is the only thing I know that we call the bishop. It's an homage to the priest who used to work here, or used to offer up prayers and stuff here.
Where is the priest now?
Oh, I don't know. This painting's like 100 years old. No one knows where the priest is now.
Oh, have you woken up from your nap, monk? Very good.
Yeah.
Maybe you can be of some use. Everyone who doesn't want to die needs to get out.
Like 24 people get up and just breakneck speed for the door, come crashing through the door. Slick, Mordain, and Mungo, you watch as panicked civilians of the town come running out of the temple, leaving the door open, and you can see Kunlun and Zephora inside, interacting with the militia guard who is still under the charmed effect.
Oh, no, nothing to see, folks. Nothing to see here, folks. These guys just fell asleep. It's fine.
Then
These
I'll
guys
ask.
just fell asleep.
Then I'll ask the guard. Can you please retrieve that for me, please? Thank you.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, you're my best bud. I should get this for you. He walks over and he pulls the painting off the wall, and he kind of turns it around to bring it to you. He's got it like tucked underneath his arm. You notice that there is something on the back of the painting.
Okay, perfect. What is it? Like a note or something, or is it painted on the back of the painting?
It looks like a map.
On the back, just painted on the back of the painting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I'll take that.
Oh, yeah, here you go. Wait.
Now, please go help your people.
Yeah, I'll get right
Put
on
the
that.
fires out.
Pleasure knowing you. Thank you. And just kind of like puts his club away and kind of looks around and walks out the front of the chapel. Mordain and Slick and Bungo, you see the charmed guard come out and kind of just immediately starts picking up dead bodies and unconscious bodies and kind of like dragging them towards the center of town. Just picks them up by the ankle, kind of, just potato sack dragging them around.
I think I have what we're looking for. Let's get out of here.
Wait. This is cumbersome to carry. Kunlun takes the dagger that he robbed of the guy, like cuts out the painting.
Yeah, you got the frame comes off, and you roll up the painting and bind it with a bit of leather to keep it rolled up, keep it safe.
Okay.
I'm confused though. The captain said bring him dead or alive.
Well, the captain doesn't seem that intelligent to me, so they probably didn't know what they were looking for. Come on, let's go.
All right. Okay.
Foreshadowing to a mutiny.
At least you're,
Yeah.
at least you're a good librarian. And I walk away.
Wine. Looking for wine, like communal wine or bread or tithes. I'm just gonna stuff it in my pockets. And
Yeah. You usually find random bottles of wine and some cloth wrapped pieces of bread, and it's strange. You see some wrapped up pieces of cheese. You're like, yeah, maybe not the cheese. And you gotta like pick up the apples instead.
Church wine? You're gonna drink church wine?
While he's doing that, Slick will come up behind him and start asking questions about like,
So, what was it like being a cheese?
and get out a notebook and start writing down like,
How did it feel? Did you have feelings? Were you conscious or unconscious? What was it like? Tell me everything.
it was fermented. I was fermenting.
What did that feel like? Could you
That's it.
feel the fermentation,
I
or was
was
it?
like slightly bubbling. It's like I had to burp, but I couldn't.
Burp, but he got it. Fascinating. Hopefully, I can get to see that happen to you again, so I can get some more studies done.
Okay, I hope not. It was not entirely pleasant.
Oh,
what that tape right there, not pleasant.
So you guys heading back to the ship at this point?
Actually, Kunlun, before they head to the ship, he like pulls out some other parchment and like unrolls the painting and see. And he's trying to see if he can like quickly copy the map.
Yeah, give me either performance or sleight of hand as you copy the map onto another piece of parchment.
12.
It's an okay map, but you're in a bit of a hurry, so you don't quite catch all the detail. It appears to be a map of like a underground or like a submerged maybe coral reef or a submerged section of an island. You're not entirely sure.
Are there any like X's or any marks?
There's some notations and marks on it. It would appear that they are they're named sections of an underground chamber or a series of underground chambers.
All right, Kunlun rolls it back up, binds it, like stuffs it in his clothes.
Okay.
Hey, Mordain, you got what we needed. We're heading out.
Were there any clergy rooms in the church?
Give me perception as you are kind of stuffing your pockets full of food and wine and kind of glance around.
Natural 20, 23.
You do see a closed door behind the altar space.
Okay, I open it.
It's currently locked.
Okay, I kick it. Bang on it.
Give me a strength check as you try to kick the door open. This little 2-foot halfling trying to.
Yeah. That's a sight.
Don't have to go back.
10.
Damn it.
10? Oh, you kind of jam your foot and it reverberates but doesn't open.
Open the door, damn it.
No response.
Kunlun sees this happening and he just like runs and just like jumps at the door. It just jumps into his entire body.
Give me a strength check, Kunlun, as you just kind of like, just leap into the air and like just slam with your flat foot like right in to the breach of the door.
He tries to do that, but instead he like hits the wall and falls to the ground.
What'd you roll?
1.
Oh,
No, it's not. You don't even fall to the ground. Your foot and leg are partially through the wall next to the door. You're just kind of like hanging there.
you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just doing some stretches.
So are we all there watching this?
Peek
Or
through the hole. See if I can
Yeah, because like Bungo's like, hey, come here, I found something, and Kunin comes in, tries to smash the door open, which kind of prompts the rest of you to kind of look at what he's doing, and there's Kunlun like lying half on the ground with his leg stuck in the wall as he tried to kick the door down.
I'll attempt. Is there a lock?
Yeah, there's a lock that could be picked. Give me a sleight of hand check as you try to pick the lock.
Can I see through the hole into the room?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
It sucks so bad.
19.
I got 11.
11? DC was a 10, so it comes undone pretty easily. You kind of, Bungo's like down there trying to peek through the hole. Bungo, it looks like somebody's room, like almost like a dressing room or a chamber of some sort. Sephora kind of nudges you out of the way and then puts a small piece of metal into the lock, and there's a clicking noise, and then the door kind of swings inward. The interior of the chamber is a series of dressers, bookcases, a series of tables and chairs. What looked like a dressing chamber at first now feels like a storage room of furniture that maybe used to be used as part of the chapel. None of it appears to have been touched in a long time. It's all covered with cloth and other fabrics to kind of keep the dust off the wood.
Rummage through looking for hidey holes and valuables.
Give me an investigation as you start rummaging through everything. Anybody else?
I'll redo that one.
I'll help the investigation.
Mordain, give me an investigation check as you start checking the storage room as well. What'd you get, Bungo?
A 1 followed by an 11.
Okay.
So 3 1s, right? Do I get triples?
That's impressive.
15.
From a data point, that's pretty impressive. Kunlun, are you pulling your leg out of the wall and checking out this room as well?
Yeah, Kunlun pulls out his leg out of the wall and just he just walks around and starts like knocking on the walls to see if there's anything weird.
Love it. Give me an investigation check.
13.
What are you doing, Slick?
Oh, Slick's ready to go. So Slick's keeping an eye out, making sure nobody's going to rush us at the...
Yeah, give me a perception check as you're looking around, keeping an eye out just in case.
10.
Boy, those level 1 rolls really stack up.
Well,
don't they?
unless you have Slick help me. If Slick can help me, then maybe.
Well, but Sephora was helping Bungo, and everyone else is searching the chamber.
I can guidance you.
Technically, that's true. Guidance is a 30-foot area of effect, so anyone within 30 feet of Bungo would get a D4. So Kunlun add a D4, and Mordain add a D4, and Slick add a D4 to your rolls.
So now I have 18.
Nice.
Wait, I think I rolled
16.
4, so 17.
What did I say I had?
17,
9 plus 1 was 10, 11, so now I got 12.
12. Okay. Most of what you see, Slick, is people kind of fleeing towards the center of the village, away from the dock area. No immediate threat. No one coming out of the smoke or the clouds or anything coming towards you. So you don't see an immediate threat as far as you can tell. Kunlun and Mordain, you guys are very cautiously kind of following alongside Bungo and kind of checking the cabinets, checking the walls, the paneling, trying to get a feel if there is something here. At some point, the three of you stumble onto a casket that is kind of in the middle of all the furniture and covered with like a heavy tarpaulin cloth.
Where the bishop sleeps?
Casket
No, I
knock
mean,
on-
there's actually 2 or 3 regular beds just kind of stacked up at the back of the wall. This is the only piece of furniture that seems strangely odd.
I think we should take it.
We should look at it first, shouldn't we?
How heavy is it?
It's 6 foot long, 2 feet tall, 2 feet wide. It's a very simple casket, not very ornate. It looks older too, like it's got cracks and kind of peeling away kind of sealant on it, like maybe it's been around for a while.
Wait, is it what's a casket? Sorry, I'm having a SL moment. Like
Coffin?
a coffin?
Yeah, like a coffin.
Oh. Let's open it though.
Sound very gracious.
Wait.
Please steer its mouth.
Is there a nameplate on it?
Give me a perception check as you examine the surface of it. See if there's a nameplate.
5. Yeah.
Not that you could 5. Does not appear to be marked.
Kunlun sits down next to the casket with his feet in the lotus position, puts his hands on it, and immediately turns his mind towards its source. Just goes inwardly completely and tries to see if he can get any kind of vision from the universe about this casket.
Ooh, I like that. What's a good check for that? What's your base stat that you use as your character? Dex, right? You're Dex and Wisdom?
Dex and Wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, give me a Wisdom check if you would, please.
Insight.
Insight would be okay if it was metaphysical, but this is more of his backstory kind of flavor. Natural 20
yep.
plus
Nice.
Plus 4.
Plus 24. You feel yourself lost in the dark. There's a lot of energy and dark feelings around you. Whoever is in here died angry, died isolated. The person in here died recently, maybe within the last couple months. And you get the feeling at some point people kind of forgot that he died and they forgot to bury the casket. And it just kind of ended up here in storage somehow. There's a lot of anger emanating. There's visions of anger that just feel a little bit overwhelming. This soul is not rested, whoever's inside here.
Yeah, I got nothing. No, let's take him to the ship. Let's see Let's see if the captain can interrogate him.
So with that, you guys retrieve the casket, the painting called the Bishop, and you make your way out of the storage chamber back towards the tender. And before long, the sounds of the burning village fade behind you as you are now back on the ship. Tender gets pulled up into the kind of holding stanchions of the ship. Captain Sable kind of comes over quickly. Did you get him? Do you have him?
We have 2 potential of him. And
Brought me a casket and a rolled up piece of canvas.
Yep.
Nothing else.
That's it.
I got some wine and some food.
Oh, well, that makes the 100 gold of cannon projectiles definitely worth it. So no priest, no bishop, no
Well,
person.
this is the bishop.
He looks at it for a moment. And you watch as he pulls a journal out from his belt loop, and he pulls it up and he goes through it and he looks at the painting and then, I might have taken things a little too literally. Any indication of a map or something related to it?
So Kunal just goes like whoop, like
Turns it around.
Yeah.
Well, motherfucker, that's it. That's it. He kind of grabs the canvas from you, goes, yeah, this is it. Extra grog for everybody, and the whole kind of like crew erupts into shouts of joy. Get us underway now! And he quickly retreats to his cabin, slams the door. The lantern comes on as he is now inside the cabin. You guys suddenly feel the lurch of the ship as it begins to get wind into its sails as you guys are now sailing away from the village of Regal. It is mid-afternoon at this point. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to have somebody's help to bring the casket to my room. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but
Super creepy.
Hey, on the way out, could I have picked up some of my special rations a little bit? A couple
Sure.
pounds?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Take a little carving off of the human remains. The sweet meat, your favorite meat, human meat.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So is this live right now? Can somebody watch this?
Uh-huh.
People are watching.
My wife
watching
is
right now.
for a link. Where can I get the link?
It is I put it in the Discord.
It's called.
I mean, she could just do a search on YouTube for TTRPG Academy, and she should see the live broadcast already there.
Slick and Sleek go back to their workshop room
Hey,
and
Bungle.
does research about Bungle turning into
Where'd Bungo go?
a
Oh, there he
block
is.
of
He moved.
cheese, and does some experiments on the vial of blood that he got and seeing if he can like replicate turning organic stuff into organic like humans into like objects.
Hey, Kunlun, did you tell us about what you felt about the casket, or just keep that to yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring everybody to my room, assuming I have my own room, and I guess Kunlun is like versed in medicine, so he may be like one of his roles could be he's a kind of a surgeon on the ship.
Sure. Yeah.
So he brings everybody to the surgeon's quarters and just tells them what happened in his vision, like about this mysterious guy.
Should we open it?
Any of you know resurrection spells?
No, it's pretty powerful, is what I understand. Kunlun, the captain called you a motherfucker. Is that something that you do here, or is that I don't understand?
Well,
Do you fuck your mother, or
We've been talking about his
Oh,
mother.
that's right. Sephora's Drax. She takes everything literally.
I mean, I'm not casting aspersions, but just wanted to know. Make mental
You
note.
know, if a person is of the right, no, forget it.
Dark corners and dark places, my friend.
That is
When I was on the farm, if any animals did that, the babies came out really weird.
You're not making this any easier for me. All right.
Let's open the casket.
I think this is Bungo's area of expertise. He's going around trying to save everyone.
You don't want
Fresh.
Well, I get the feeling Bungo's wearing leg warmers.
Thigh-high leg warmers. With a jock strap.
Hey, look, don't judge people's style. You don't know until you try it.
It's a yeah style. Yeah, it's very true.
Games.
Remember those puffy down vests you used to get with no sleeves?
Mordane's just got
Used to get. I get those at Goodwill all the time.
Mordane takes his robes off and he has like gold lame underwear on. With little like stuffed tentacles on the front.
Slick, you could hear all them chattering about opening the casket because the workshop's not that like the ship's a good size, but it's not big enough for a lot of privacy. So they're on one end of the cruise deck, kind of, amongst all the hanging hammocks and everything, kind of trying to figure out what to do with this casket. And you're kind of over at the workbench, and you start studying on what happened to Bungo. Give me an Arcana check as you start going through your notes and trying to figure out why did he turn into a slice of cheese.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Casting magic is difficult, not easy to do. It's definitely linked to the fact that Bungo probably struggled to cast a spell and then it backfired on him and then turned him into that wedge of cheese, which felt specifically random to you. You get the feeling that what you've heard is true, that if you are not very good at spell casting, or if you cast a spell and it unfortunately goes awry, that this seems to be one of those effects that could potentially happen to you.
So he's taking that into account, and like he wants to. So he sees as a mechanism of the eternal alchemy of like as a part of it, and it's gonna try and start coming up with sketches or some sort of like the beginnings of theories of like how to possibly counteract that from happening.
I like it. That's pretty cool. The rest of you still kind of hemming and hawing over the casket. Do you guys want to open it, or what are you doing?
Oh, hell yeah. I'll just start prying it open.
Okay. You grab a crowbar. Give me a strength check with advantage because you are using a nearby crowbar.
A 9 and a 13.
13 will do as a DC 12. You guys hear a creaking noise as Bungo manages to like get the lid partially off. The nails are kind of older and easily come apart. There's a smell, kind of like a kind of musty decay,
Cheese?
sweet smelling
Like cheese?
smell. No, cheese smells better. You guys pull the lid off. There is the desiccated or beginnings of a desiccated remains of an individual inside. They're still a little bit on the juicy side. They're still in the process of decomposing. Their muscles and tendons are still visible, but all the skin is mostly gone. All the organs have already kind of semi-liquefied, although some of the organs kind of are there as well, still clinging on to the last vestiges before, decomposition takes over. They have a short beard long hair that's very scraggly and kind of worn through. They appear to be wearing simple clothing, like a simple tunic, simple leather pants, leather boots. They appear to have been buried with their favorite harpoon. There is a harpoon in kind of like laid next to them, like when they were interred. This appears to be maybe a fisher folk or a whaler, perhaps.
So not the bishop.
Definitely does not strike you as someone who looks like the bishop, although I would say his features look like a young version of the bishop. Maybe he was related to him.
I will take time and do the ritual detect magic.
Okay. 10 minutes to do that. While you're in the midst of doing that, what's Zephora, Mordain, and Kunlun doing? Or are you waiting for Bungo to kick that spell off?
Let's throw him overboard. He stinks.
Kunlun is going to try to
It's
perform
rotted.
like basic kind of simple autopsy to see if this person died potentially from like violent means.
Give me a medicine check, if you would, please.
18.
18. This person does not show any physical signs of injury. Their condition and the waterlogged
We're
condition
breaking
of their form, you get the feeling that maybe they drowned.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Hey Bungo, how's it going?
It's coming along.
Bungo finishes.
Don't rush me.
Bungo then finishes ritual detect magic. The harpoon does give off an enchantment magic.
My cat just did something I have to take care of.
Oh man. And we're gonna have to watch it. Oh god. Mute your I want to see it on camera, man.
We'll put him down in the corner.
Thank God.
What happened to your camera, Ivar?
I don't know. What's wrong with it?
It's blank.
You're in the dark.
It's blank.
I'm watching myself right now.
He casts magical darkness over it.
Actually, you guys are like popping in and off on me, like in and out, like.
Yeah, you probably have a connection
Something.
issue going on right now. You probably have a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, I saw the cat twice.
Yeah, from what you can tell, Bungo describes the harpoon as giving off a kind of school of enchantment. It appears to be a magical harpoon that's giving off enchantment magic.
Okay. Does
And
anybody want to
not that
harpoon?
do anything, but I'll do spare the dying on the corpse to hopefully stop the stench from getting too bad.
Yeah, it's it's pretty overwhelming, but
Yeah.
it stifles it a bit.
Why don't we get? I don't know. Why don't we get Patch to do some type of ritual and we shove him overboard and bury him at sea?
And maybe
Yeah,
maybe the captain wants to question him.
Yeah.
Then put it in the captain's cabin.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Kunlun goes and sees if
Right.
there's like a ship magician or something, or somebody who can like a priest or whatever, somebody who can speak with the dead.
Yeah, Patch.
Ship mage is Rev Moreland Dross. Unstable diviner and ex-academic gambler.
Patch is the healer on the ship.
Let's ask Dross if he can
He
do
always
something.
says something before he kicks someone overboard. blah, blah, blessing, kick.
Is it like a dance? Blessing, kick. Blessing, kick. Bye!
That's why I won't kill you. I mean, that's why I like you more, Dane.
So Kunlun goes to get the
And your tentacles.
the magic guy.
So who are you grabbing?
Reverend Moreland Dross.
Reverend Dross.
Yep.
He is currently a bit on the drunk side when you find him. Hey, what do you want? What's going on? Since we're done with it, what do you want, Kunlun?
Do you want to get a drink? In my cabin.
Oh, no, I've been drinking. I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Well, I have something to show you.
Oh, okay.
We need help of your services.
Lead the way. He kind of follows you down into the Commons cruise and looks around and then wrinkles his nose. What's that? What is that? Are you eating dead Where'd this casket come from? What is going on here? Does the captain know you have this?
We thought it was the bishop, so we brought it.
Oh, well, I'm not sure that's the bishop. That looks like probably somebody who is not the bishop. Yeah.
Good one.
Can you ask this person, this corpse, what happened to it?
Yeah, I could speak with dead. But if I talk to him, you can never talk to him again. Spell only works one time.
Oh.
So if you got questions, better make sure they're spot on. I would imagine how you died is going to be like the first question that will do. I get that, but
You died. Who cares?
Well, dead people can tell us things, and if we get information about them, we can.
Can you cast a spell to stabilize it and to stabilize the smell, and we'll put it in the cargo?
Yeah, I could do gentle repose. Keep it going for 10 days, and then I can do it again. Sure.
Let's do that.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds
Thanks.
good. He kind of quickly pulls out his charm and begins to invoke gentle repose, and there's this pulse of energy that kind of seals the body. The smell immediately goes away as the condition of decay is now more of a smell of moldy wood and kind of moldy cloth of the interior of the casket. You guys put the lid back on and help Dross, take the casket down into the main hold. Gonna put it up on some crates as the casket is down in the main hold. Afternoon is now turning into dusk at this point, as it is getting later.
Bungo's gonna go help in the galley. He
Oh, I'll
wants
go
to
too.
cook.
I'm gonna help
Okay.
next to you for the crew.
Oh God, so gross.
Kunlun would like to try making some health potions.
Ooh, interesting. Currently, Slick is still over at the workbench that can be used to do that. So you eventually wander over to where Slick is. There are very rudimentary equipment and other things. Are you attempting to learn how to be an alchemist, or would you feel that Kunlun has a little bit of alchemy knowledge?
I think Kunlun has alchemy knowledge. She has alchemist supplies.
Gotcha.
So I'm assuming
So he's got a little bit of skill and a little bit of supply.
Yeah.
Okay. What
And
is
a
he
little bit of side eye
attempting?
from an actual alchemist right next to you.
Yeah.
The four knows everything about everything. So, yeah, I've got all the kits.
Well, I mean, does Slick know how to make health
him.
potions?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Slick can do tinctures and other very
nice.
simple rudimentary enchantments and potions. Which ones can you do, Slick?
None Now you're asking. I don't know. Currently, I can only do. Where is it? I can do magical tinkering, which is a couple of things. But for like potions, I can do just very basic because I'm only level 1. So I can only do very basic. Like I can do a. I can't make any potions.
So he's not very good
Like
at
level 1, but I mean, but all my skills are high enough to be able to successfully make one. That's kind of where I'm at the moment.
Well, fine.
Because I have like a freaking.
Kunlun, give me a wisdom check as you start using your supplies and the workbench to see if you can suss out an attempt.
Kunlun gets some of his like old temple manuals out that he borrowed when he left the temple. So wisdom check.
Yep, give me a wisdom check.
11.
While some of your supplies are decent, you get the feeling that you can attempt at some very basic potions. You
can
can
see what he's
attempt
doing and like assists. Because like
Sure.
mechanically, I can't make one, but I mean, come on, I'm an alchemist. I feel like I should
Yeah.
have an
I would say
understanding.
that you can re-roll that wisdom check. Kunlun, we'll treat it as advantage.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, we'll stay between you and Slick. You guys decide that you want to give it a go at a regular healing potion. You seem to have the basic ingredients that you need for it. You have the basic equipment for it. So with Slick helping, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand for starters with advantage as you assemble the ingredients.
19.
19. Now give me a wisdom check with advantage, because once again, Slick is still continuing to help.
22.
22. Takes you guys the better part of an hour, but at the end of that hour, just as the sun is beginning to set, you guys manage to make one regular healing potion. Woo!
Now stop bothering me. I've got some notes over here I gotta take care of.
Okay.
Mordain, what are you doing during this time?
Mordain will be helping them kind of look around, and like as like he hears the intrigue of someone drowning, he's very curious and wants to kind of investigate. How did they drown? Why did they drown?
So you back down in the hold, examining the body again?
Yep.
Okay. Sephora, what are you doing with your time?
She was gonna help me in the
I'm
galley.
gonna help Bungo.
Oh, that's right. You and
Make
Bungo
good
are in the
meal
galley
for-
cooking. Yep.
Yeah, I'll conjure up some good berries and toss them in whatever they're making.
At this point, Bungo, no one else has really taken on the role of cook, and the crew have kind of accepted your role as cook. Sephora, are you attempting to put in some of that special meat that you...
No, that's for me. Bungo's scullery made.
Okay.
There'd be a scullery
Nice.
made.
So since this is your cooking ability that you're attempting to kind of solidify here, what's your two main stat blocks that you use, Bungo?
Wisdom,
Okay.
and I guess, well, Constitution, right?
Okay. Which could
To
come in
taste it?
handy if you're spending many hours cooking, or, but I'd say the wisdom is you trying to assemble a meal. So go ahead and give me a wisdom check with advantage, because Zephora is aiding you, assisting you.
Oh, a 1, so I'll re-roll that.
Okay.
That's a 21,
Nice.
25.
Yeah, you and Zephora spend a solid hour preparing a meal that gets handed out to everybody, like the main cruise deck. It's now nighttime. Everyone is kind of up on the main deck. Everyone except Mordain. who is still missing. But the rest of you join the rest of the crew of 7 people up on the main deck, and all of you are kind of like spread out enjoying the meal that Bungo has made. The meal will give everyone an immediate short rest effect without the cost of a short rest. So feel free to roll any hit die if you choose to recover any hit points, or feel free to recover anything that a short rest does. Mordain, you are down in the hold of the ship. You are by yourself, and you've dragged the casket off the crates and set it on the floor at your feet. The lid wasn't nailed very well back onto the casket, so you just grab a crowbar and you kind of quickly pop that lid right off, and you're now staring at this figure inside.
I'm just looking at this figure and I'm trying to understand it. Like, why? Like, why drown? Were they incapable of keeping swimming? Were they forced to drown?
Give me a charisma check, if you would, please.
9 plus 3 for 12.
12. There is a cold energy about this person. You remember Kunlun kind of muttering under his breath about the idea of this person suffering a kind of isolated incident, a cold feeling of loneliness and fear and anger. And you could feel the edges of this as you focus in on this person. And at that moment in time, you are pulled into the body and into the memory of this person. They are in a small ship, bigger than the tender, but not as big as the ship that you're currently on. They are up at the prow of the vessel, holding a harpoon that is tethered to some rope, and there are 6 other individuals rowing. And as they're rowing, you see the backside of a whale kind of breach the nearby plane of water, and then you watch as this person who's dead in the casket throws a harpoon into the back of the whale. And you then realize that the whale suddenly dips into the water. The person who threw the harpoon wasn't set and is immediately pulled into the water with the rope. The rope is tangled around their feet. The other crew attempt to grab the rope. They fail to. And then this person is pulled into the water, deeper and deeper and deeper in the water, until at last they're so deep, you begin to feel the sensation of drowning. You begin to feel the lack of oxygen. You begin to feel this feeling of isolation, anger kind of overwhelming you. I need you to make a con save, if you would, please.
That is a 10.
10. Begin to realize you are drowning, and you cannot control the condition of the vision that you're in. You've gone too deep. You have no way of knowing how to get back out, as you are slowly suffocating to death.
Is Kunlun there?
Nobody. No, you guys are all up on the main deck enjoying Bungo and Zephora's meal. Morden had snuck off to the hold and has been examining this corpse in the casket.
Okay.
What would you like to try to do to keep yourself from dying?
Anything?
I don't have a roll for anything. What would you like to try to do?
I don't have a roll for anything.
I want to use the the arms of Adar almost to come from my body to kind of like push me away, like launch myself back.
Ooh, I love that. Give me a casting roll, if you would, please.
That is an 18.
18. You watch as the tentacles of Hadar kind of fathom around you, and you and the corpse are now floating as you breach the water. The dead form that you tethered yourself to is floating away from you until you watch as the small vessel comes over, gathers up the dead form, and pulls them into the small vessel. And as you're treading water, you feel the tether disconnect, this snap of the connection that you had. And next thing you know, you are back in the main hold of the ship. You are soaking wet from head to toe. The briny taste of salt water. And you're looking down at the casket, and the dead, the remains of the person in the casket is soaking wet as well.
Okay. Just like erupt in like cackling laughter. Just like, what an experience! Think someone lived this to drown.
Warlocks are so fucking dark.
And he just skips away. Trips a little bit because he fucking lost his breath and
Yeah.
needs to take a rest because he didn't rest after fighting.
Everybody's now on the main deck. It is now nighttime. The wind has picked up a bit. The ship is sailing. The captain emerges from his chambers. He goes up to the helm's deck with his first mate Bozic. Him and the goblin exchange quick back and forth. You feel the yaw of the Leviathan as it heaves over into a westerly direction. You then watch as the captain, crew, we have a new destination. Destination that I think will promise us a great deal of not only opportunity to make a lot of loot, but to find something of interest. And to find something that even the other pirate factions may be willing to pay a fortune to. We are on our way to the Iron Court Archipelago in search of the resting place of the bishop, because he was buried with something that I think is going to be very interesting once we have it. Get a good night's rest. It'll take many days to get there. We'll have to make a couple stops as well. But I will need you all on your feet. I need you all sober for the week to come. Do you understand me? The crew kind of cheers up around you. Mordain suddenly appears on the main deck with a kind of sullen, cackling kind of sheen of sweat and like giddy happiness on his face. Captain turns away. Good. Walks down the steps and into the captain's cabin, closing the door behind him. So with that, now that you know the resting place of the bishop, let's go ahead and level up to level 2. Not that there's much to be gained from that, but I figured everyone can do that really quick. Ivar, your camera is bugging the hell out of me.
Excuse me, Captain? Captain?
Yes, Bungo. What do you require?
We're not looking for a harpoon, are we?
No, why? Have you come across a harpoon by chance?
Yeah. It was in the coffin of that guy that we thought was the dead bishop.
Oh, that casket that I saw you with earlier. What did you guys do with that? Where is it?
It's no longer stinky, and it's down in the cargo hold. In case someone has questions for it, the Reverend put a spell on it to keep it from liquefying.
Dross did. Very good. I'll take a look at it in the morning. Not too concerned about it. If it's safely in the hold, it's not going to go anywhere.
All right, Captain. Thank you.
By the
Did you
way,
get some-
Bungo, did you and the others bring anything else back from your foray into Regal?
I got some wine and some apples and some bread, and I didn't see anything valuable in the church.
It's too bad. Well, better luck next time. But at least you found the map. Or at least you and your friends found the map. Well done, Bungo.
Thanks,
See you in the
Captain. Did
morning.
you want some stew?
Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm quite fine, but thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Strange
Bungo
halfling.
goes up into the crow's nest, and he likes to sleep way up there under the stars.
Okay. As you crawl up into the crow's nest to take your long rest. Anybody else doing anything before your long rest?
Kunlun would like to meditate. Let's see if he has any more visions.
Okay. I think Ivar is restarting his system. Possibly. Maybe. Because his camera went wonky. Slick, anything you want to do before the long rest?
He goes back to his notes, just trying to continue on with connecting.
Oh, now we can see.
All right,
Sephora.
restarted it.
Yeah. What were you doing, Slick?
Going back to his notes and like doing more study of trying to, use what happened to Bungo, and be like, okay, so that's part of the eternal alchemy. How can I and try to start to come up with something that maybe could counteract that somehow,
Okay.
or mitigate it or something like that. He's just inventing a way.
The quiet of the ship is only tethered to the idea that the twin dwarves are currently on the first watch, responsible for both the helm as well as the first watch. Bungo is settled into his long rest up in the crow's nest. Slick is hard at work down at the workbench and alchemy table. Kunlun seems to be in a kind of crisscross applesauce position up on the prow of the main deck, kind of lost into a meditative state. Sephora and Mordain, anything you guys want to do before going into your long rest?
Yeah, I think I'm all right.
Okay. Sephora, you eventually go down into the cruise deck and climb into one of the hammocks and quickly drift off to sleep. Mordain? I'm going to switch Mordain to Michael, then he'll remember. Or I should switch it to Creed.
Creed, what are you going to do?
Make more jokes. And create more chaos that starts the whole campaign. I am going to do a short rest and prepare and meditate.
Okay. Kunlun, the sound of Slick working at the workbench almost kind of helps with you slipping into a trance. The two dwarven twins, you can hear them talking up by the helm's deck. That kind of helps you as well. Tovax and Tovik are typical dwarves arguing over stuff that just doesn't matter. You use that as a means to try to find your way back into that vision of emptiness and cold. You're now peeling away at the psychic edges of this person. And you find yourself amongst a memory. This young man is younger than even the form in the casket. They're sitting at a table reading a book. You see this very severe clergy folk kind of come into view. He's got these green dress downs on with a kind of yellow piping. He's got the emblem. Give me a religion check as you examine the emblem in this vision of yours, Kunlun.
Religion. 17.
It's a emblem of the Stormlord. And this matches with who the bishop was in the painting. And while you can't quite make out the full faces of the bishop, you could hear that voice, that gravelly, kind of condescending voice that's not only parent, but teacher. Now listen, young man. If you're going to make anything of yourself outside of not joining in the religious requirements of your duties, then you will have to go to sea and earn your way there. I do not allow loafers in this family. Do you understand me? Of course I do, Father. I've already booked passage with the Golden Seal. They are planning to do some whaling for some time. Ah, whaler. Good money in that. Well, good luck to you, son. The image then switches to the deck of a ship. The image then switches to being in a whaling boat that is hunting whales. That image is disrupted for a moment. There's a psychic break in the image, and you feel it kind of boil around you. And then you look past the image of the crew throwing a harpoon into a whale, past the image of the crew and ropes tethered onto the whale's form being attached to the boat. And off in the distance, amongst some shallow coral reefs, you could see a feminine figure in the water. They're staring at what the sailors are doing. More importantly, she is staring hard at the young man who is the son of the bishop. And under the breath, there's a magic psychic resonance as you recognize the voice of a siren casting a curse on this young man. You could hear her soft voice. When you know the water, your arms will go limp and your mind will go numb. For what you do to the children of the sea, your breath will be taken from you and your life in exchange. And then there's a flare of energy around her form as she kind of flips over and reaches through the surface of the water and disappears down underneath the water. Your final vision before drifting off into your long rest is the floating corpse of this person. And then deep underneath the water, a very white-toothed smile of the siren down below, looking up at the floating corpse as it's retrieved from the water. But in this vision, you know you've been pulled into it for a reason. There's something about this siren. There's something about the siren that has pulled your mind to it. And there's the briefest of moments as the siren is swimming away that it stops. Looks over its shoulder as if it's being followed, but sees nothing. She shakes her head, the long green and blue hair draping over her shoulders, the humanoid upper body kind of giving way to scales and fins of the lower part of her body. You then watch as she shapeshifts into a large dolphin that quickly swims ever deeper into the water. And with that, everyone can now mark off a long rest as you all wake up to the following morning of day 1 of your journey to the archipelago and the mysteries of the bishop and his son. And that's where we're going to finish tonight, because I want to find out from all of you guys, what do you think of your characters so far? It's different. Level 1 feels very different.
We're level 2 now. We're not even level 1 anymore.
Well, yeah, you're level 2 now, but
I was quick. He's like, okay, I'm sick of them being level 1. You're level 2.
well, getting out of level 2 will take some time, but
Right.
I saw a lot of character sheet stares going on. Like, what am I able to do at level
No, it's
1?
because there's not a lot you can do. So it was
Yeah.
to just get used to your character and what they can do, which is great. I liked it.
I like Kunlun. Kunlun's got some flavor and some vibe. And I like the dynamic of Slick and Kunlun. I think that works really well. To me, Mordane's just the Joker. Like, Mordane is the Joker with warlock powers. And I'm really eager to see what you're going to do with that, Michael. What are your thoughts?
The way that I kind of was, the way I'm thinking of kind of playing overall is like almost like a zealot, wherein that doesn't know why like something happened. Like I have a general idea of what I'm thinking for my backstory, but like they don't necessarily know why something happened, but they're like know that there's an affinity with water and drowning and surviving.
Right. Like playing with the idea of always being on the edge of death somehow emboldens Mordane's like warlock sense and warlock power. Did you pick a pact yet? You haven't picked a pact yet, right?
In the 2024 rules, you don't pick a pact until level 3.
Level 3, baby. Do you have an idea of a pact that you might take?
The Fathomless.
The Fathomless? Yeah. And the Fathomless is an entity, or?
I believe so.
Isn't it like, no, that's the great old ones.
Yeah, that's a great old one.
I
I'll have to do some research on the Fathomless and see what kind of flavor we can kind of spark with that, for sure. Slick is very not Crimson.
No, not at all.
I've already had the joy of playing with Bungo, but Bungo as a pirate seems conflicted.
Yep.
For
That's okay,
sure.
though.
Well,
And,
I just want to, I just want to, I love it so far. And, and the first session of any brand new campaign is always a little bit rough because you're trying to find your feet, you're trying to find that vibe. Zephora is very much the opposite of Father Benedict. Zephora is like super like what's Drax literal. So Zephora is like very literal like Drax.
She's never been around humans before.
Yeah, she's
I almost feel like she's like what brother Benedict would have been when he first became a brother, like when he first became.
Yeah, like
and
became a cleric. Yeah,
yeah.
Was like all. Yeah, no, I get that. Definitely get that for sure. You guys go ahead and linger so we can discuss the schedule. Everyone else, thank you so much for watching our very first session and episode of our pirate campaign, with lots more coming. So be kind, be safe, and don't forget, play a game, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.